Okay guys, like always, we're just gonna film, we don't edit shit. Engine blocks in, long block. I already unzip tied, I re-zip tied it for now till I get it on the stand and I get the intake ports plugged with socks or rags or some tape or something so nothing can get in there. But I order long blocks and short blocks. The only difference is from my understanding is a long block comes with the pistons and crankshaft and everything. Maybe the short block has that as well. Don't know because I don't order them that way ever. But I like the long block because the valves and the heads and the head gaskets are already put on, torqued down, and pre-adjusted. I found out that they recommend you recheck the valve lash gapping just to be safe, and so we will be doing that. We'll have a little video on how you do that. And then in adjusting the valve slightly, they may need some adjustment. The lid's right there, but this video isn't to talk about this in particular, like about the block itself. I was just showing you guys. So that's a 454 7.4 liter big block. As a long block build, meaning it has the valves and heads already on it, head gaskets torqued down and everything. We'll show you a video on that eventually. Of course, I gotta show you the 49 again. That's gonna get fixed. So what we're doing today is this video. This video is the hidden cost that you don't think about when you're going to do a motor swap on your car. And the reason I'm going to say this, we have our shop light hooked up because I got to reposition the lighting in the shop and add more. The reason we are doing this video is a lot of people don't think about this. So this engine is under warranty for 3 years, unlimited miles. But it's only going to keep its warranty if you replace all the cooling system stuff as well, brand new, because that voids the warranty if you don't. Just like if you don't do other certain things, it voids the warranty. So this particular engine doesn't require break-in oil. They call it a roller engine. You just got to put the right stuff in it. So we're doing a transmission swap as well because we're going to be on our third transmission, as the first two were bad, which led us to the engine rebuild as well. So for the transmission, these are extra costs for us because we have the transmission involved. It's going to involve training fluid, Valvoline. This is for the 4L80E, and it's Dexmerk ATF. I use the Valvoline. For the engine, we're using Castrol GTX 1030 weight, high miles, or helps extend life, higher mileage, whatever it is. Crestone GM vehicles, Dex Cool, because that's what it requires for the cooling system. Prestone power steering fluid, because we gotta remove the power steering pump and swap it over, which I believe I did get a new one and put it on not that long ago. There's our extra Valvoline right here. Oil filter for when we do the oil. You will need some RTV. I use max temp, high temp RTV. There will be thermostat, radiator cap involved for the thermostat, the seal. We have the water. I think this is is it the outlet or the inlet? Water outlet. Okay, part number right there. We have the fan clutch, because that's part of the cooling system, is your fan clutch as well. A lot of people don't think about that. This is the oil pump that was sent with the motor, and I'm not exactly sure what this is. If someone wants to let me know, it's like some kind of like specialty tool or extra part for the oil pump or something. It didn't really come in a box or anything explaining it. Water pump is another big item, high price. That's part of the cooling system. New hoses. The engine came with these extra gaskets. This is for all your other parts, like your oil pan, your valve covers, intake manifold, all that stuff. They give you a whole gasket kit because they just use the head gaskets out of it, and then they send you the rest with the block. That's why a long block's awesome, because you get all your additional gaskets for your engine rebuild, brand new. And then the big part is the radiator. Mine, they have a long neck and a short neck. This is the short neck because that's what's in my rig. This is the part number. And we're going over this video of all these additional parts that have had to been purchased, other than, of course, the gasket kit. And if you're only doing an engine swap, you don't need the transmission fluid. So, minus the transmission fluid, you're still into this. This is another roughly $900, $800. I used my veteran discount and got a little bit off. It's not like it's super bunch, you know, I might have got like $90 off or something, but without all that, if you can't get a discount, you're looking at probably about $800-900 here of extra stuff, other than this gasket kit that comes with the long block bill, which my engine block, I'm not going to speak about who I bought it from yet until I install it and everything goes smooth. Because if I start ranting and raving about something that goes wrong, like the transmission, I don't like to bash on anybody's company, because like I said, anything can happen at any given time. These parts are very temperamental when you put them together. You cannot count on everything always going right. So nonetheless, a lot of people don't think about this. You have another $900 expense if you want to keep your 3-year unlimited mile warranty from this particular company that I'm using for their engine block. And this is for most rebuilt engines or remanned engines that you're going to get from an company, is you're going to get their warranty only if you replace your whole cooling system, basically. And you also got to think about all the additional costs, like power steering and, you know, the oil, because you're putting in a new motor. You're gonna have to take the pump. It's gonna be drained. You know, your brake lines more than likely won't be drained, but this power steering pump for sure will. And you will also be having the added value or cost of when you drain your AC and have to recharge it. So you have to factor in that. That's probably another couple $100 of stuff, you know, to deal with. I haven't gotten to that part yet. We're going to get into that eventually here soon, though. My AC leaks, so I don't think anything's in it anymore. I charged it only lasted a day. I'm sure the O-rings are blown out, whatever, but I'm going to buy some new seals, O-rings and stuff for it when we do this engine swap. I will be replacing my air conditioning O-rings and things like that, because I would love to have AC by next summer at least, even if I don't get it by this summer. As well as yeah, it's just a lot of extra stuff. So you factor in, okay, you're already thinking I just spent $3,300 to switch my engine over, swap it over because I want to have a good engine. But then if you want to keep your warranty, you buy the extra $900 and shit. If you don't care about warranty and you're sure that your parts are new, brand new, whatever, of good quality, you can flush them out, do what you want to do, and chance it and not worry about warranty. You know, it's a cost that you either take or you don't, and you either give a shit about the warranty or you don't. Some engines, they only give you 18 months, like 30,000 mile warranty. In that case, you may not give a junk about it, you know, or not. I spent a lot of money for the engine block. It comes with a really good warranty, being 3 years, unlimited miles. That's extremely good, and I'm going to do as they recommend, and I'm going to replace all this as well when we do this. I'm not replacing injectors or anything like that, because on this particular truck of mine, we've already just redone all the injectors. We just did the full tune-up, including a new distributor. We you know, went through the whole distributor situation, spark plugs, cables, injectors. I did a lot of work on it already, and I'm still working on it. Rotors and brakes and just tons of stuff. And I won't stop working on my rig, because I grew up, you take care of your stuff and you keep it, and you know, things aren't just throwaway items. They're things that can be repaired. Instead of going out and spending 70, 80 grand on a truck new nowadays, my truck is right there, and it is, you know, a nice truck, just needs some love. And probably only Blue Book's at about 10 or 15 now, because I've heard Blue Book has gone up on used vehicles recently. When I bought it, it was $6,700 Blue Book. I paid about $9K, and I'm probably in it about $22,000 between buying it and everything I've done to it so far. And it's still not even anywhere near done, because the mirror broke right there, and this backlight on my tail on my cab is broke, so I gotta get a new one of those. I gotta get new mirrors, and I'm gonna update the headlights and the tail lights at the same time, so that's another $400. But when you have your forever vehicle, this is how you take care of it. And we will take you on these adventures. Just let us know if that's something you guys would like to see. If you want to see the repairs and how we do all this, and you know, the end results and everything, we can start making videos on the full repair section. I was more or less doing hacks and reviews for automotive, but I see my guys out there that I follow, like you know, Rain Man Ray and Scanner Danner and some of them guys, and you know, they're doing these full diagnostic videos and repair videos and trying to help people, and I might as well join the circus and do what I can. You know, we'll see how long of the videos we can get. Like, I don't have no GoPro or nothing like that, guys. I'm gonna be using a tripod on my phone with a little clicker remote that starts and stops the videos. Really hope that it'll work out good for this particular stuff. And as we progress, maybe we'll get a GoPro if it becomes something that people like seeing. Not really sure. Oh, here's another good thing. We'll do this while we're here too. I haven't done this, but I got this canister. This is at Harbor Freight. These are oil and water traps, and I'm probably gonna buy like 3 or 4 more. They're about $100 a piece, but I'm gonna probably line up 3 or 4 of these in a row on a line for when I paint, because the more the merrier. You know, you could take out as much oil and water out of the air that you're spraying with. It'd be great, you know. A lot of guys, they use other air, you know, filters and stuff like that, particulate air filters and things for when they paint. I'm not going to go that crazy with it. I'm going to design some type of deal with probably 3 more of those attached to a board with this one. Probably right here on the wall. Just put it like, you know, and across, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're not using that to paint with. That's only 30 gallons. That's for my air ratchets and stuff. We were gonna have this one tested. My son refurbished this air compressor. I was super proud of him. It's fully functional, and I'm sure it'll air up. It just needed a pressure switch, but we redid the pump and everything. We were going to keep it to spray with. That's a 60 gallon, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We probably need about 120 gallon. So we're going to sell this one and then sell this one when I'm done with some house remodels, and we're going to put all the money into trying to purchase a bigger air compressor, hot dog style, for the shop as a permanent compressor setup. It's going to cost a little, but you know, we're thinking maybe an Ingersoll Rand. And you know, as you see down here, we already did the video on the shop. We got all the welders and stuff. We buy different brands of stuff. I mean, let me sit down here and I'll show you. So that's a Miller Thunderbolt stick welder. We got a Lincoln MIG welder, a rigid chop saw, and an Amico Power plasma cutter. So we have 4 different brands right here in this section alone. And then we got the Milwaukee box, the Torin, you know, engine lifts and things. And so brand isn't really a object to me, as long as what I'm buying, when I research it, I look in the details. I mean, I really don't buy stuff unless I read and watch things on it, because I don't like buying cheap tools unless I really think it doesn't matter. So I mean, I don't buy Snap-on and all the craziness that people like to go into debt the rest of their life over. But I do buy good parts for my vehicles, and I do buy like good toolboxes by Milwaukee. I mean, this is a really nice box. I buy cheap stuff like this for wrenches and stuff, the Husky, like we've showed you. You know, we balance the cost depending on what it is that we're buying. So nonetheless, that's our helpful hint, is when you're doing an engine swap, count for at least another $800 to $900 you're going to be spending to keep your warranty. Don't be fooled and just budget for the block because you think that, oh, all my parts are good on my engine. Well, they're good, yes, and you may be able to sell some of those used parts to recoup some of the cost of these new parts, like I'm planning on. But it doesn't mean that you don't have this cost coming from the initial giddy up, because you're not going to have those used parts up for the sale until you switch all this over. So that's it. Good day to you guys, and we'll get back to you.